mist-shrouded mountains of ancient China, where bamboo groves whispered secrets to the wind, and temple bells marked the passage of eternal moments, there lived a truth so profound that most hearts weren't ready to receive it. It was a truth about the very nature of who we are, not the polished version we present to the world, but the complete, complex, beautifully contradictory beings we truly are. This is the story of a master, his eager students, and two birds that changed everything they thought they knew about perfection. The morning sun filtered through ancient pine trees as Master Chen sat in the temple courtyard, his weathered hands resting peacefully on his knees. Before him, 7 students arranged themselves in a semicircle on worn stone steps, their young faces bright with the hunger for wisdom that had brought them to this sacred place. The air was crisp with the scent of jasmine and morning dew. Somewhere in the distance, a temple bell chimed softly, its resonance fading into the vastness of the mountain silence.
"Close your eyes,"
Master Chen began, his voice carrying the gentle authority of decades spent in contemplation.
"Imagine the endless sky above us, stretching beyond what your mind can grasp."
The students obeyed, their breathing naturally slowing as they entered the master's vision.
Now, into this sky, 2 birds appear. One is white as fresh snow on the highest peak, its feathers catching sunlight like pure silk. Its song is so beautiful that even the angels pause to listen. The other bird is black as the deepest night, its voice rough and raw, its presence unsettling. "Tell me,"
Master Chen continued, opening his eyes to study each face,
"which of these birds is more precious?"
a young monk named Wei shifted uncomfortably. He had spent years trying to purify his thoughts, striving to become worthy of enlightenment. Surely the white bird was the superior one. Without hesitation, the students replied in unison, "The white bird, Master." Master Chen's eyes crinkled with what might have been amusement, or perhaps compassion for their certainty.
"Ah,"
he said softly.
"let me tell you about a river I once knew."
The master rose and walked to the edge of the courtyard, where a small stream carved its way through smooth stones. The students followed, gathering around him like flowers turning toward the sun.
"This river begins high in the mountains, as pure spring water, crystal clear and sweet. For many lie, it flows through pristine forests, reflecting clouds and sky like a perfect mirror. Beautiful, yes? Pure and untouched?"
He knelt beside the water, cupping some in his palm.
But then, as all rivers must, it encounters the world. It carries soil from the mountainside, leaves from fallen trees, the runoff from village roads. It becomes murky, impure, no longer the perfect mirror it once was.
A student named Mei frowned.
"So the river becomes corrupted, Master?"
Does it?
Chen asked gently.
Or does it become complete?
He let the water slip through his fingers back into the stream.
This muddy water nourishes the rice fields that feed entire villages. This impure river carries life to forests and creatures for hundreds of kilometers. Without its darkness, without its soil and sediment, it would be merely pretty, but not powerful.
The students exchanged glances, sensing that their simple answer about the birds had been incomplete. Master Chen continued, settling back onto his heels.
You see, the white bird you so quickly chose represents everything beautiful in you. Your compassion, your noble intentions, your capacity for love. It is the part of you that reaches toward the light, that aspires to goodness, that seeks to help others.
Wei nodded eagerly. This was what he had been cultivating through years of meditation and study.
But the blackbird represents your shadow, your fears, your anger, your doubts, the parts of yourself you try to hide, even from yourself, your impatience, your envy, your moments of despair.
Several students looked down, recognizing these darker aspects within themselves.
Most of you came here hoping to eliminate the blackbird entirely, to become purely white, purely good, purely enlightened. But tell me, have you ever seen a bird fly with only one wing?
The metaphor struck them like a bell.
The white bird without the blackbird is incomplete. It flies in circles, unable to navigate the full sky of existence. And the blackbird without the white bird is lost in darkness, unable to find its way toward the light.
Master Chen stood and began walking slowly around the group, his footsteps soft on the stone.
I once knew a monk who spent 30 years trying to eliminate all anger from his heart. He meditated daily, recited countless sutras, practiced patience in every moment. He believed he had succeeded, until one day he witnessed a man beating a starving dog in the street.
The master paused, letting them imagine the scene.
His anger rose like a mountain storm, but because he had spent so long denying this part of himself, he had no skill in channeling it. He exploded in rage, frightening the man, but also traumatizing the very dog he meant to help. His suppressed blackbird, long denied, burst forth without wisdom.
Mei raised her hand tentatively.
But Master, how do we integrate such feelings without being consumed by them?
Chen's face brightened.
Now you ask the right question. The wise person doesn't eliminate the blackbird. They learn to fly with both wings in harmony.
He gestured toward the sky, where two actual birds were soaring together, one dark, one light.
Watch them, he whispered. See how they move together? The dark bird understands the storms, knows when to seek shelter, recognizes danger. The white bird knows how to ride the thermals, how to find the sun, how to sing the song that brings others home.
The students watched in fascination as the birds danced through the air, each complementing the other's flight.
Your anger, properly understood, becomes discernment, the ability to recognize injustice. Your fear becomes wisdom, the knowledge of when to be cautious. Your sadness becomes compassion, the deep understanding of others' pain.
A profound silence settled over the group as they absorbed this teaching.
The blackbird is not your enemy,
Master Chen concluded, settling back into his original position.
It is your teacher, your guide through the darker territories of existence that the white bird alone could never navigate.
As the sun climbed higher into the morning sky, the students sat in contemplation, feeling within themselves the flutter of both wings, light and dark, pure and shadow, aspiration and limitation. Master Chen's final words drifted over them like incense. The person who embraces both birds discovers they are not two, but one. Not enemies, but dance partners. Not division, but wholeness. In our modern world, racing between the bright screens of perfection and the hidden darkness of our struggles, this ancient wisdom calls us home to ourselves, complete, complex, and beautifully human. True peace comes not from eliminating our shadows, but from learning to dance with them in the vast, accepting sky of who we really are.
Thank you for joining this silent journey of the two birds. May you harmonize light and shadow and find the wholeness of your being. Subscribe for more Zen stories like this. Gratitude.